Hello all and welcome. Here is another week of calorie counting. As you watch, keep in mind that what I eat changes every week and my caloric intake can fluctuate day by day. I do these for you to see that you don't have to stick to the same number of calories every day, but if this can trigger you, I urge you to click off and watch one of my other videos because I would never want you to feel shame or uncomfortable. I was editing for 6 hours today. That's
wonderful.
Did you just love? Okay, let's eat some lunch. As you guys saw in my last one in a week, Gio and I went to Earl's to get this fire teriyaki tofu dish, so I had the leftovers of that for lunch with my own added veggies. By the way, if you haven't seen that video yet, feel free to cue that up next to watch. Have a little binge session with me. You can even subscribe while you're at it. You know, it's free and you can always unsubscribe later. Then, as you can see, here's my beautiful cat asleep on my bed. She actually has started to spend more time with me in my room, even if I'm just studying, and that makes me really happy. As for my exercise of the day, I went on a run because running without the sun beating down plus the fear of being chased equals me channeling my high school Black Lightning days. And for dinner, I just had this simple plate while finishing some more schoolwork in my room.
The sun is coming up again. Looking like it's gonna be a problem, cause I'd be lying to you if I said.
Don't be fooled, I'm still tired as hell. I think I got a little close to you guys. Since I didn't have the foods that I normally eat for breakfast in my fridge, I decided to switch things up and have some chocolate hummus, and it turned out pretty good. Not bad. I don't like coconut flour, but it's not bad. Time for a snack, because I was studying and I could not focus. I can't wait to go grocery shopping. Some garlic. Some of this everything but the bagel. Extra pepper. Umami. I've been really wanting to start prepping more veggies for the week instead of just eating the same frozen then steamed ones because a key characteristic of a healthy diet is variety. Yes, this is coming from the girl who could eat yogurt bowls every day for the rest of her life, but in all seriousness, I want you to know that even though I eat intuitively, I still have a focus on nutrition when I make food choices. I am kind of a little bit of an athlete, and I want to have the energy for my workouts so that I can run longer or lift more. Some days this week I naturally ate less calories than I probably should, but I also knew that my appetite was going to balance itself out, and if not, and I saw it was affecting my workouts, I would do it myself. Same thing goes if I overeat for an extended amount of time. Now, I don't mean vacations or the weekends because a couple days will not kill all of your progress, and it's only if it's prolonged and very excessive. Now, back to my dinner this day, I made soya chunks with spaghetti squash, shirataki noodles, and my gochujang sauce, but it was kind of weird because something went wrong with the shirataki noodles. I feel like the camera definitely makes it look better than it actually is because what happened is the noodles froze in my fridge. Now they're like all shriveled up once they thawed away and they're like hard, but I'm still gonna eat them because I won't die. Maybe, fingers crossed. You'll know. They're so chewy. Don't freeze your spaghetti noodles. What the fuck, Alex, man? You good? No. I have a huge headache. I can't really fix it on my own, but I'm gonna have some medicine. Maybe my body will ask me for more food today. Who knows? But, yeah. Yogurt time. I bought these because they were on sale, and it was a sale of literally like 50 cents less, but still a sale, so I had to get two. I don't know if they've always had this, but I like that. As you guys heard, for half of this week I had a headache and I was kind of sick, so that definitely affected my food choices, but it's all good and it happens. At least I still had the appetite for some yogurt. Now for my lunch this day was honestly just popcorn, chips, and hummus because I did not feel like cooking at all. However, what I did feel like doing is going thrift shopping with my friends, so that's what we did, and we got some pretty cool stuff. I didn't do a haul, but if you remember that blazer from my one video, yeah, this is when I got it.
Our budgets are currently closed, not for her. Yes, work it. Oh, you work it as well. Yes, honey. Spin for her. Wow.
Are you filming yourself right now?
Yes.
I want to see the photo where I'm in it.
You're in all of them. That's the thing. She looks, so her face is out. For my dinner, I ate Panera's 10 vegetable soup and I added in my own tofu, and then as dessert, I had protein cereal. I know, pretty crazy for me, guys. Calm down. I look great, don't I? It's an in-bed type of day, at least for the morning. Now, I do not want to absolutely demonize calorie counting because the laws of thermodynamics just exist, and it's something that we all have to abide by. Losing weight needs a caloric deficit, and gaining weight requires a caloric surplus, but calorie counting can be mentally draining for some people. It can become an unhealthy obsession, and if you don't have the right mindset, you can end up with detrimental effects on your mental and or your physical health. So lots of people in the fitness industry will advocate calorie counting, but some people may need a different approach. When I make decisions on what to eat, I remember that calories exist, but I don't let it consume me. I have a general idea of how nutritious my plate is, but homegirl is not rushing to whip out my fitness pal. Now this one is just spaghetti squash, gochujang sauce, tofu, and bok choy. I have never really revealed my fitness goals or my physique goals to you guys because I'm honestly stuck on what I want, so that's why I haven't really said anything about it. Once I get a clear-cut idea, I might change up how I eat, but it won't be a lot because I love the way I eat, and this is just what works for me. It's cold today. I like it. Today it's like crisp. Just going with whatever I can. Don't actually have a recipe, but when do I ever? So I am incredibly bad at following directions when it comes to baking, so nowadays I just chuck a bunch of stuff into a bowl and hope for the best, and if it goes wrong, I can blame it on the fact that it was an experiment rather than the fact that I was incompetent and could not read directions. It's a weird way to cope, but it works. My bowl of yogurt, as always, and we're gonna add this cookie. I like this one. Let's try this cookie. Oh my god, it's hot, but it's good. I did something, like, kind of good for once. Now, I know I mentioned variety before, but it's important for me to have staple go-to meals in case I feel sick or lazy or just don't have time, so this chickpea tuna wrap has become one of them. Now, I no longer use Vegenaise because I don't want to spend $6 on it, so I just subbed that out with avocado, and it still tastes pretty good. Also, just like how I told you guys before, I don't really have a goal, so when I have my workouts, I'm kind of just doing overall strength for my upper body and lower body, and then I do cardio for my endurance, and because I actually enjoy it since most of the time I'm listening to good music or watching TV. My overall schedule has been a little bit more sporadic because of YouTube and online school, but as long as I can make time for my friends, my family, and my boyfriend, and also make time to work out, I feel pretty good about it. Speaking of making time for my boyfriend, this day we went to the beach and we rode our bikes, and it was a lot of fun. Ooh, sounds delicious.
Some WD-40 on this. I'm gonna try and kick us. You have a leash.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because all the bitches always come back.
So, how do you feel?
21.
Just for today, let's take a long way. I need some more time.
This is harder than I remember.
There you go.
I can't do it. It hurts. I feel like Junie.
Who's that?
Cortez. He had blisters on his fingers when he tried to do this, and he'd always fall.
Boy, you got yours to do, and they need them.
I love you.
What a boy must do, and you go have fun.
For breakfast this day, it was something original, never seen before on this channel, a yogurt bowl, but I added in some cookies and papaya to have it be a little bit more different. And even though I don't always show it, I sometimes have second servings at breakfast because breakfast is the most important meal of the day and my favorite meal of the day, and I want it to last forever. I'm so tired. and sore. Nowadays, I am always incredibly sore and just stiff because I know I'm not stretching enough, like at all. Even in high school, I hated stretching after cross-country practice, but now it's pretty bad because I don't have any motivation to stretch. So I know I need to add that back into my routine because I want to gain more flexibility and mobility. And who knows, maybe one day I'll actually try a challenge where I try and get my splits because it is not looking too pretty right now. For my lunch today, I had leftovers from the night before, and then I had more chips with hummus because I swear this is an elite combo, my friends. I also went on walks throughout the day with my neighbor's dog Bear because I had to take care of him, and he is a hassle and a half, but I am glad to take care of him. And to end off the night, I went to Gio's abuela's house because it was her birthday, and it was so much fun, and gosh, I love his family. That is all. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. You are amazing. Let me know if you want to see anything else, and I bid you adieu, au revoir, adios, and aloha. Bye.
Shit, this is so hard. Oh,
It's a rock. It's a rock.
I can't remember how to do it. Where's my backpack?
Oh yeah, blame it on the backpack.
Yeah, exactly. You know how everyone does that? No, maybe it's what I'm wearing. My clothes aren't aerodynamic enough, you know?
Are they now?
They're not.
Aren't they?